I made a decision. I am absolutely sick of people ringing us and saying, what have you got in a 7-seater? What have you got with something I can put 3 child seats across the back of? And I'm sick of turning around and saying, we got one choice, which is usually the Santa Fe, and nothing else that we can offer people. Well, do you know what? I think I've decided to solve that problem. We now have a 2017 Ford SMAX. This one is a ZETEC model and it's a 2-litre, but it is the 150 horsepower version. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, call, text or WhatsApp me 086 843 1945. I'll be happy to give you any information you need. And we are Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare, a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years. So let us begin with a look around the outside of the car. The first thing that strikes me is we're not main Ford dealers, but we are Honda Hyundai agents and we sell all sorts of pre-owned vehicles. The first thing that stands out in this car to me is that grille is cool looking. There's something Aston Martin looking about it. Not that I'm saying this car is anything like an Aston Martin, but it is a very stylish front end. Second thing I see is parking sensors seem to be standard on the front of the car, and then over here as well we also have front fog lights in through here. Those wheels, I really like the wheels on this particular car, and while they look actually quite large, they're actually a 17-inch wheel, which means they're going to be easy in terms of maintenance over the years, but they fill the arches nicely. So in terms of condition, the car is quite nice throughout, but then again this is a 2017 car, so you would expect it to be in good condition. They're quite a large car, these actually, they're quite long. I don't think that's really a bad thing though, because the whole idea of this car is you need extra space and that's what it's going to provide. But just looking at the car compared to some of the other ones, it is quite a large vehicle, but I do see parking sensors on the rear of the car, so that means you've got an aid for front and rear parking overall. And then after that, the taillights I quite like what they've done on the taillights, this kind of LED style. Apologies about the wind noise, no matter where I go today there seems to be wind noise, but we'll do our best to try and minimise it. Anyway, the car condition wise looks quite nice, and just how it comes from the factory is quite nice too. So we are in this SMAX. Keys are keyless, push button start down through here, handbrake is automatic. First thing I always notice in these cars is they are really nice and bright because the windows are massive. So we'll get set up here and get going. This car has travelled about 34 or so thousand kilometres. Things that stand out to me, this windscreen is absolutely gigantic. It's really, really big. And then you have these 2 fly windows either side. So it's such a nice place to be. Again, I suppose we don't get as many 7-seaters as we'd like, but it's so nice. You have great visibility, it's bright. And actually, do you know what? Everyone's so obsessed with SUVs, which are the kind of Jeep style. And to be perfectly straight for her, I'm sitting right now, I think this is actually a nicer place to be because there's so much glass and so much light coming in. It's a much nicer way to travel, I think. So in terms of how this one drives, it's really good. Now it is a 2017 car, so you'd expect it to be good anyway, but gearbox, Ford. Gearbox feels comfortable, clutch feels good, steering feels good, steering wheel is nice and straight. Cabin is quiet, so suspension, because this is a rough road, suspension feels good. Yeah, car is in nice condition. Now we have to get into our workshop anyway, but mechanically very, very nice. So like what we were saying, this is a really nice cabin to sit in during the day, in a morning like this, but it's also a lovely place to be at night time as well actually. Even power wise, this is a 150 engine, but this is a big car. Second gear, third gear, 100 kilometers an hour. We're still on the motorway, so we can go to 120, fourth gear. The other thing I really find it unusual in these cars, the chassis is really good. I mean, you can really kind of throw them around the place. This is a roundabout. I'm not doing anything dangerous, but I'm just going to push into the roundabout a little bit harder. All the exits are clear. Look how well it turns. Same as this roundabout, there was not one little bit of tyre squeal. And again, I'm not being dangerous or anything like that. Just going to go to this sort of roundabout here. But there's not a bit. Exits are clear. A little bit harder than normal. Just look what happens as I turn around the steering wheel. So, sitting in the front of the car, the first thing, this is the view that you're going to see when you're looking dead ahead. So like what I was saying earlier, visibility is really, really nice all the way around because the windows are so big. The clock's down in through here. Sorry, I said earlier it's 34,000 kilometers. Sorry, I meant 34,000 miles. Okay, so there's a trip computer in through here. Nice, bright trip computer, average speed, fuel efficiency, all that kind of stuff. At night time then, the clocks are white with these blue needles, which are quite nice. Onto the steering wheel, there are some controls over here. So these ones here are for radio. The ones on the left are for the trip computer that we just looked at inside. And then down in through here, we have Bluetooth. So that is exactly how that looks. Over here you have indicator controls, and over here then you have your wiper controls, and like most Fords, recessed off down to the right hand side is things like your brightness of the dash, on and off for the lights, front and rear fog lights. Moving over here, controls for centre locking, and down in through here you have controls for front and electric windows and also electric mirrors. Over here on the left hand side then we have a gigantic armrest. Well, not gigantic actually. Oh no, sorry, it is gigantic. It's really, really deep. And then you have this section here, and then you can fold that like so. And then in through here, there's two drinks holders, which I presume, yeah, you can take these out to make it deeper. This is the gearbox we talked about. In through here then is your dual zone climate control. And after that then radio controls. However, everything as far as I can see moves back up into this big screen in through the center. So audio's in through there, or you can have your climate information in through there, or your phone, or satellite navigation, or everything in through there. And what's also there then is things like your parking assist. So if I drive forwards, I've got a problem, or similarly if I go backwards, it similarly tells me I've got a problem then on the rear as well. Moving up on top of the dash, there is a big storage bin in through here, and what's also pretty clever is this is your rear view mirror, but this mirror here is actually for watching people that are in the back. As we saw already, there's start, stop, and then down through here we have storage with 12 volt and 2 USB connectors. So moving into the rear of the car, this is the boot. Okay, 7-seaters do not really have big boots when the seats are up, and that is just a fact of life. One thing I do notice in the car, there's a light up here, but what's also cool is up here there's also a light, so it actually brightens this area when you're looking in, or sorry, when you're moving stuff in and out of the car at night time. In through there, a small bit of storage, and then after that the two seats when they're up. To have a look at the size of the seats, we must move the seat, and this is how you access it. So it's quite simple actually, I will give them that. That is a lot easier than a lot of other cars I've seen. And then this is your access point into the rear of the car. 2 head restraints, 3-point safety belts, and then obviously these seats here are adjustable backwards and forwards. So if you have occupants in the back, you'll then move these ones forward using the type of rail that you'd see in the front of a car. And once those seats move forward, that then gives your occupants in the rear a lot more space. Probably difficult to see from here, so let's go from this angle because the light is not great this morning. So that's how you develop leg space in the rear of the car. Some people will actually just want a big boot, so all you do is literally, pull this top lever here, and that drops the seat forward. Similarly again, pull the lever, drops the seat forward, and now you have a massive load area. But to continue on, obviously these 3 seats here will also don't fold down flat, so you basically end up with a small commercial vehicle. And it's really straightforward. I can show you how to do this. All it is pulling levers. It's simple. And you can do it one-handed. I'm going to show you. So to do it, these seats here, rather than telling you how easy it is, I'm going to show you. Seat 1 and seat 2 are up. That's that. And then the middle section, all we're going to do is literally grab the seats and you pull them straight back up. So it's very simple. That's what's great about these cars. 3 independent rear seats with ISOFIX 0.1, ISOFIX 0.2 and ISOFIX 0.3. For adult occupants, there's so much space in the back in terms of headroom, and down through here then there's ventilation and also power, and also kangaroo pockets in the rear of both seats. So this, I think, solves the problem of 3 child seats across the back at one time. And then do you know what happens? They get older. And what do you know what happens when they get older? They have more friends, and then they have to go in the back. So basically 7 seats are great because occasionally you're going to, well, not occasionally, for some people it's all the time, but you will need to bring lots of people around the place, and yes, you're the person that can do it, which is a good thing and a bad thing. After that then, this car is a nice place to be. So many people come in and they say, I don't want a people carrier, I want an SUV if I'm going 7 seats. Why don't you want a people carrier? Why would you not want to travel in something that's really, really nice to travel in, with big windows, and it's comfortable and it's well spec'd? And actually, do you know what? I think they look nice, and in a way it's nice to be different these days because everyone else has got an SUV, so it's nice to actually have something different for a change. This car will come warranted, it'll come serviced, it'll come on the county registration of wherever you're from as well. We can take any trade-in you have, and we can offer finance on a vehicle like this. Call, text, WhatsApp. Brian is my name, 086 843 1945. Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. Hopefully this car is of interest. Thank you for taking time to watch.